Hey everybody, I want to show the new combat abilities and the other built-in abilities that are added now. So I'm going to get into the game. Finally, we can hit enter on this instead of having to click on login. I worked on the rain and the snow. It's kind of loud, so I'm going to turn it off. So one thing I did was with the snowfall, it used to trail behind you when you ran in front. You would run in front of it as you ran. So now it follows you. So you can see it actually really rotates and follows you and disappears immediately when it hits the ground, but I think this is a lot more realistic looking. Okay, so we got sunshine. Let's set the time. Whoop. Okay, so I wanted to show off these new. They're the in EverQuest. They're the built-in abilities that you create hotkeys from, and I've put them all on the skills screen. And for each class that they apply to, they show up as a button. If it's a skill and you can activate it, it has a button instead of the name. Like, defense, there's nothing to activate, but the bind wound skill, you have a activation of when you want to bind a wound. And then for each class, I put their set of buttons. So we got forage under ranger. We have the rogue type abilities. Then you can see like even fishing and synsetting is under other. So let's look at, first we'll just go through them each one at a time. Bind wound is a way to use these bandages that are in our inventory. There's nowhere to purchase them yet, so we'll have to add them to the merchants. And we'll go test it on this guard here. Bind wound is an example of an ability that takes parameters. So for example, mend when you send it to the server, there's no parameters. You just say you want to mend, and the player gets mended. Bind wound, for example, needs a target. So it could be yourself or another player. So we'll try to bind wound this NPC. We'll see right down here it says bind wound started. Don't move. And bind wound completed. So what was that, like somewhere between 5 and 10 seconds. His health is above 50%, so it failed. It didn't fail, but the wounds can't be bound above 50%, and he's full health anyway. But it shows that you can see here we sent the bind wound command to the server, and everything worked the way it's supposed to. So depending on your skill level, so for bind wound, this character is a skill level 1. It will determine how much hit points you're gonna heal. So I wanted to say real quick, all the skills that are available are listed, whether or not you've specialized in them. They're all here with a 1 training point added, and the reason is because some skills require you to go to a trainer, and I didn't want to require that, so everything just starts with 1. So bind wound is actually something, I believe, if we look at specializations, go to fighter, I think it's part of the warrior. So Maybe it wasn't. Kick, minor hit. Fighter, warrior, brawler. I can't remember. Let's see. Go. Bind wound. These are my different specializations. So it should be part of. So right here, bind wound should be part of the fighter class, rank 3. And I didn't see it listed, but that's where it'll show up. So fighter level 3 defense. Oh, this right there. It says the banded at rank 3, the bandage ability is added. So we're not at rank 3, which would be right here, and that's why. So let's see if we see it's at the original trained at 1. So let's put some points here. Okay, so that should I think I can't remember. Maybe that gives it it might give it 100, a skill cap of 100. And we'll go back to bind wound. Let's see if maybe we can get a increase in this value. So we'll try to bind again. And I don't know if it doesn't actually heal anything, if you can get an increase that way. We'll try it one more time. Oh, there it is. So bind wound skill is now at 2. So we can go see here. We can see now it's at 2. So that means it'll do slightly more healing. Okay, and the thing to keep in mind about bind wound, for example, if you were binding him and you move around, you'll see it gives you an error message. You'll fail. So bind wound failure, someone moved. Interesting, if you bind yourself, it looks like you can bind yourself and move all over the place without it affecting, without it causing a failure. We'll get, so we got a success, and just we can't bind because we're at 100% and our bind wound skill actually went up. So this is going to be something we're going to have to prevent on the client side, or I don't know, we'll worry about it later. Okay, so that's bind wound. The next one is mend, which is part of, so it's right here's part of the brawler class, and they get it at rank 2 of the brawler class. Is that rank 2? Yeah. So let's see, we'll go to brawler. Well, we don't need to do that. I'll just show you. It's you know, all it is just a quick heal on yourself, like using your willpower to heal your wounds. So we can, you know, and I'm full health, and actually because I'm so low in my training in the skill, it might actually fail and damage me. So we'll see. So it didn't that time, it just failed. No hit point loss. Let's try it. And there is a recovery time that I'm not like countdowning on the actual buttons. Maybe later we'll add it. The only thing I'm doing right now is I have a 3-second delay between being able to hit the buttons again. So we're doing it again. Oh, it's still not met. Oh, mend I think could be every hour or something, so that's all we can do for now. Disarm, this may aggro him, I'm not sure. So I'm gonna, let's see who gets disarm. Disarm is also the brawler. So we'll try to disarm him. Just can't remember if it's going to aggro him or not. We get a message. No message. So we see it was sent. And I don't. It could have been completely ignored. I'm not sure about that. Let's try it again. I'm gonna, for now, just assume that it's attempting to disarm and just failed. Let's maybe if we, I don't know if any lower levels have weapons. Does he have a weapon? Oh, he didn't have a weapon. Let's go see. This guy has a weapon. So we sent it, nothing happened. Maybe my skill's too low. Maybe I'll check later and see if maybe there's something else that is required for the disarm to work. You know, I can look at the server and see if there's some kind of error being generated. So anyway, that's the other one for brawler. So that's all. I thought there were more. Min disarm. Okay, that's all. So that's all the built-in abilities for the fighter class. So now we're looking at caster doesn't have any abilities. Bard doesn't. We might add some just for the bard. The ranger has forage. So this zone, each zone has a little setting that allows you to specify what's forageable in that zone. You know, again, my skill's so low. Let's see, forage is going to come with ranger, and I don't even have ranger on our specialization list yet. I just have fighter and caster. So anyway, forage, when I add the ranger line, you can train in maybe the main ranger. Ranger, yeah, so just training in ranger, one rank will get you the forage ability. Probably pop it up to 100 skill cap. And then, but because my forage is so low, I probably won't be able to forage anything, but we'll go ahead and try. Okay, so the server sent forage, and forage failed. If it is successful, something will show up on your cursor, like some kind of root or vegetable or something, and you can consume it. Think water also, and you can consume that. So this is a way, and there are other things I think that are used for trade skills, so you'll be able to use the things that you forage. The rogue class, so begging. So rogue, let's look at rogue here. They have the most of all these built-in abilities. So we see they have beg, pickpocket, the hide, sneak, backstab, and apply poison. That'll be the last of them too, for the specialization lines. Okay, so begging requires a target. So we'll go to this guy right here, and if you fail begging, there's a chance, it's a chance, or maybe it's always, but he will attack you back. Bam. So he got mad, he hit me. Let's look, see, it says I'm gonna have to set up something to, this might be like the success or failure of begging. And he hit me for 175 damage, but he didn't like aggro me, just like, you know, stop begging from me. So probably this is a begging failure. Let's do it again. Yeah, and I mean, I could keep begging him and he'll just keep hitting me because my skill's so low, I won't ever succeed. That's begging. Hide is the same way that it works in EverQuest. Basically, you have to stand still, and it doesn't always work. So let's go to where there's a angry mob. Okay, there's a goblin. So so right now if we con him, we see he's ready. We can hit C to consider him and see he's ready to attack, or we can we not? Oh, maybe we can't. I thought we could right click. I guess I didn't add that. Okay, so now we're gonna try to hide, and we've attempted to hide. You can see the message here says you attempt to conceal yourself in place, which means as soon as you move in any direction, it's going to break to hide. But now the only way to know if it was successful is to consider him again, and he's still ready to attack. So that means it failed that time. Let's do it again. Attempted to hide, and we're going to consider, and now he's indifferent. So we can see now nothing, if something walked past here, I'm basically invisible to everything except for undead. So you could, like, if you're going to AFK or something, you can just sit down, meditate, click your hide, consider something that would normally aggro you, make sure the hide worked, and then you can leave it there. Okay, so that's hiding. So now, like, turning won't do anything. If I consider, it's okay, but as soon as I move, it breaks. We can see now he's ready to attack. Okay, that's hide. Sneak is really cool. So and these are where are they on the rogue list? Yeah, so we have I think that's in stealth. Yeah, so in the rogue stealth line is where you get pickpocket, hide, and sneak. So as far as I know, sneak isn't dependent on hide or anything. I thought it was, but right now while I'm testing it, I can see that I'm able to sneak without having hidden first. So we know that this goblin is aggro. If we consider it, he's ready to attack. And then if we click sneak, and I can see right here, spawn appearance 15 means I'm sneaking, and the 1 means that it was successful. So I'm successfully sneaking, and if I consider the mob, you can see he's still ready to attack. And the reason is sneak doesn't work in the front. It works from the side and behind. And you can see my running pace is slower now because I'm sneaking. And I would have been, even if I had failed, I'm not sure, I'll have to test that. I think my running speed is, no, if I failed it wouldn't have. So now I'm over here to the side of him, and if I consider him, oh, he's still ready to attack. Maybe I gotta go further. Now he's indifferent right there. So now being right here, keep considering, you can see he's indifferent the whole time. I can walk up all the way to him, and he won't ever see me. So however, if I go over here, he will see me. See, we can see he's ready to attack. The reason why he's not attacking is because I'm in GM mode. Maybe I should turn that off. So let's see, he should, there. So he attacked. Oh, and I'm still sneaking. Oh no, I'm aggroed is why. I just want to run far enough away so I can exit out. So this right here shows that I have aggro, but I don't have auto attack on. He keeps stunning me. If I turn the auto attack on, you can see it's red here, and the attack music comes on. But without having attack on, we know we have aggro because of the beat and this yellow outline here. So I'm going to exit out real quick. Okay. So he's already walked back. Okay, so now the question I was not sure about is if sneak fails, do I still run slow? Okay, so I'm back to regular running speed. And that was one of the changes I added recently, is that we now have fast running speed all the time, But when you have aggro, your running speed goes back to normal slow speed running, I guess. Okay, so we want to go back to rogue. So let's do a sneak. You can see right there, parameter 0 means it failed, and it didn't change the running speed. So you'll know you're sneaking when failed, because it'll immediately see if we can get a sneak to. I guess we were lucky that it worked before. I think it's probably like right here. You can see it. The server's just ignoring it. I think it's has a recovery time. 0. Yeah, this time. What does that say right there? Oh, ability recovery time not met. Okay. Sneak. Ooh, we were really lucky before. There. Now we're sneaking, and we can see we're going slow again. Okay. So my skill level's at 1. When you have a higher skill level, when you get to 100, every time you hit sneak, it's just going to work. Okay. So while we're sneaking, let's go see if we can test out this backstab. I think there may be some code on the server that says something like only the rogue class can use it or something, because I think the server's just ignoring it. But this is the way it would work. You sneak back here. Let's con, so he doesn't see us right now. Get up real close like this, and then we backstab. Bam. And this is the message that I sent to the server, and it just basically ignored it. And I think there's probably some kind of class requirement that I'll change later. Okay. Am I still sneaking? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to run back away. And the same thing with the apply poison. You can see I send the message, and I think it's just being ignored based on class. Okay, so I'm still sneaking. I'm far enough away. I'm going to cancel it like that. And we're going to go do pickpocket. So pickpocket will we'll try to like extract some change from an NPC. I think this is one that also, if it fails, they attack you. So let's see. We're going to pickpocket. I can't. He's too high compared to my level in pickpocket to pickpocket. So I don't know. I'll have to think about, like, are crabs pickpocketable, or let's see if I can. Maybe I can sneak and try to pickpocket the goblin. It's going to take a while again. Okay, so I'm going to just use invisible. So I have this spell right here, invisible. Invisibility. Okay, and you can see spawn appearance right here. I think this is, yeah, I think this is me being invisible now. So if we target him and hit consider, invisibility run works from every direction. And if we go up here, let's see if we can pickpocket him. So we actually were able to pickpocket a left goblin ear. That's great. So this is so pickpocket is part of the rogue specialization. Since I didn't specialize in that, and it's not even on the specialization lines. My skill level in pickpocket can't be above 1, so you will have limited success. So I think I was really just lucky that I got that ear. But normally you probably get like a level up on that skill. I think that's about. Oh, we have other. So we have sense heading. I added. So this is another one that doesn't require. Both these don't require any parameters when you send it to the server. fishing, you probably need a fishing rod, and we don't have any in the game. We'll see. I haven't even tried it yet. Yeah, I was going to say the server does know this is water. That's how we handle swimming and everything. So if we try to fish, yeah. So we're just getting a message that we don't have a fishing pole. So it looks like it might work just fine. And then the sense heading, send a message. I don't know if maybe, did I send it? Yeah, sense heading. I just haven't even looked into the sense heading, but normally, you get a message back that says you think you're facing some direction, and as you skill up in that, it's better. Oh, so right here it's telling me my invisible is about to wear off, which is this right here. So I'll have to look into sense heading to see how that mechanism works. Maybe it's client side. I'm really not sure. So I think that's everything. Yep. Okay, that's it. Thank you for watching. Talk to you later.